Hi everyone. Now we are going to see multiple choice question on robotics for the unit 3 sensors and machine vision. So first question, sensors. Option A are easily developed. Option B are not important in automation. Option C probably will not improve over the next decade. Option D will be much smarter and more sophisticated in the future. So among the choice, option D is the relevant answer. Will be much smarter and more sophisticated in the future. Next question. Which of the following devices could be part of a sensor? Option A brake, option B clutch, option C relay, option D thermometer. So among these, as you know, thermometer is the correct choice. The right choice is thermometer. Next question. What prevents a robotic instrument from running into other objects? Option A, functional manipulators. Option B, memory. Option C, negative image. Option D, sensory devices. So you may come to conclude that option D, sensory devices. Sensory devices prevents a robotic instrument from running into other objects. So option D is the right choice. Fourth question, the output of a thermocouple is choice A current, choice B, a capacitance, choice C, a resistance, choice D, a voltage. So for the fourth question, a voltage is the output of a thermocouple. So D is the right choice. Next one, pressure sensors. Option A, use the piezoresistive effect in strain gauge sensors. Option B, use an aneroid chamber with a variable resistance output. Option C, use capacity variations to sense pressure. Option D, all of the above. So about the information related to pressure sensors. So option D, all of the above is the right choice. 5D. Okay, next question. Sixth question. An eddy current type displacement sensor can uh, detect which type of objects? So option A, bricks. Option B, metal objects. Option C, plastic objects. Option D, wooden objects. So among the choice, option B, metal objects is the right choice. Next question. Vision sensors. Under vision sensors, option A cannot improve much in the next decade. Option B will more closely match the capabilities of the human eye. Option C will remain very costly. Option D, all of the above. So from the choices, so option B is the right choice. Will more closely match the capabilities of the human eye. So 7B is the right choice. 7B is the right choice. Eighth question. Light sensors. Option A cannot be used as limit switches. Option B come in a wide variety of mounting styles. Option C never use infrared light as light source. Option D work in direct sunlight. So light sensors come in a wide variety of mounting styles is the matching one. So hence B is the right choice. Next question. and a thermistor, option A, as a voltage output, B is a pressure sensing device, C measures temperature, D all of the above. So a thermistor measures temperature. So option C is the right choice. Then 10th question, a smart solid state sensor is option A, not available today, option B, one that has 2 or 3 substrates, option C, one that integrates both a logic and a solid state sensor into one unit, option D, all of the above. So for the solid state sensor, so one that integrates both logic and a solid state sensor into one unit. So option C is the right choice. Among the given choices, option C is the right choice. 11th, an encoder, option A, can have only 4 keys. Option B, converts a binary number to a decimal number. Option C, converts an input to a binary number. Option D, is used to send a telegraph signals. So from the choices, 11, C, converts an input to a binary number is the right choice. Converts an input to a binary number. Next one, 12th question. A robotic instrument is prevented from running into other objects by option A, functional parameters, option B, negative image, option C, memory, option D, sensory devices. So for the 12th question, the right choice is option D, sensory devices. So sensory devices prevented from running into other objects is the right choice. 13th question. Optical encoder used in robots is a force sensor, B, position sensor, C, range sensor, D, touch sensor. So for the 13th question, optical encoder used in robots is position sensor. Optical encoder used in position sensor. So option B is the right choice. 14th question. In partitioned control scheme for controlling the DC motor, we use option A, combined open loop and closed loop control. Option B, neither open loop nor closed loop control. Option C, closed loop control. Option D, open loop control. For 14th question, option C, closed loop control is the right choice. Then 15th question, gray code is used in A, incremental optical encoder, B, absolute optical encoder, C, both A and B, D, neither A nor B. Right answer is absolute optical encoder. 15th, B is the right choice. 16th question, the triangulation method is usually used in A, capacitive sensor, B, Hall effect sensor, C, inductive sensor, D, range sensor. So triangulation method is usually used in range sensor only. So option D is the right choice. Option D is the right choice. Then 17th question, an inductive sensor is a option A, force moment sensor, Option B, proximity sensor. Option C, range sensor. Option D, touch sensor. So, an inductive sensor is a proximity sensor. This is the right choice. Then 18th question. The concept of Lorentz force, that is F vector equal to Q within bracket Q multiply with V vector by B vector, where Q represents the amount of charge, V vector denotes the velocity of the charge, B vector indicates the strength of magnetic field, is used in option A, capacity sensor, option B, Hall effect sensor, option C, inductive sensor, option D, range sensor. So the right choice is option B, Hall effect sensor. So Lorentz force related with the Hall effect sensor. 19th question. Which one of the following statements is false? Option A, force sensor is an analog sensor. Option B, touch sensor is a binary sensor. Option C, proximity sensor is an internal sensor. Option D, sensitivity of a sensor is defined as the ratio of the change in output to that in input. So for the 19th question, proximity sensor is an internal sensor is the false statement. So proximity sensor is the external sensor. This is the C is the right choice for the false statement. 20th question. Which one of the following is a contact sensor? Option A, force sensor. Option B, range sensor. Option C, proximity sensor. Option D, acoustic sensor. So contact sensor, among the four choices, force sensor is the right choice. Force sensor is the contact sensor. 21 question. Which one of the following statements is true regarding Hall effect sensor? Option A, it is a proximity sensor. Option B, it is a range sensor. Option C, both A and B. Option D, it is neither a proximity nor a range sensor. So from the choices, it is a proximity sensor. Option A is the right choice. This is the true. This is true regarding these Hall effect statements. Option A is the right choice. 22nd question. Which one of the following statements is false? An absolute optical encoder is more accurate and costly compared to an incremental optical encoder. Option B, an incremental optical encoder can also determine the direction of rotation of a shaft on which it is mounted. Option C, only two photo detectors are used in an incremental optical encoder, whereas the number of photo detectors may vary in an absolute optical encoder. Option D, tactile sensor is a non-contact sensor. So among the choices, which is false? So tactile sensor is a non-contact sensor. This is a false statement. Tactile sensor is a contact sensor. It is not a non-contact sensor. Hence the correct choice is option D. Okay. Then we will move on to 23rd question. In computer vision, masking is used for option A, edge detection. Option B, pre-processing. Option C, thresholding. Option D, frame grabbing. So for the vision, computer vision masking, pre-processing is the right choice. Pre-processing is the right choice for the computer vision masking is used for pre-processing. Option B is the right choice. 24th question. In computer vision, the aim of digitizing is to option A, remove noise from the image. Option B, store an image in the computer as an array of pixels. Option C, convert analog information of light intensities into the digital form. Option D, obtain a distinction between the object and its background. So for this, the choice is option C, convert analog information of light intensities into the digital form. This is the digitizing, aim of digitizing. Convert analog information of light intensities into the digital form. So option C is the right choice. Then 25th question. The image of an object is represented by an array of pixels. The light intensity values at the different pixels are given below. That is 84, 78, 70, 68, dot 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 54, 80, 70, 86, 70, dot dot 50, 76, 72, 68, 72, dot dot 56, and intermediate the some values are there, and at the last row 70, 68, 74, 66, 52. So here the pre-processed data corresponding to second row and second column element. Here is the second row, second column. That is 70 obtained by using neighborhood averaging of size 3 by 3 is found to be equal to which among the following. So that is option A 86, option B 76, option C 66, option D 70. So for this 3 by 3, you have to consider these 9 elements. So the pre-processed data corresponding to second row and second column element, you have to add all these 9 elements, add all the 9 elements and divided by 9. Then you may get the second row, second column element 70 is obtained by using neighborhood averaging. So option B 76 is the right choice. Option B 76. So you have to add all these elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 84 plus 78 plus 70 plus 80 plus 70 plus 86 plus 76 plus 72 plus 68 divided by 9. So that is the pre-processed data corresponding to second row and second column element. So for this, the surrounding elements, you have to add all the elements and divided by 9, you may get 76. That is the right choice. Okay, thank you.